Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings. Big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the theme song. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Do it for Deuce and Mo.
Oh my God, it's like a throwback episode to the first year we were doing these podcasts after games. The Kings have lost 9 in a row for the first time since we were in the infancy of these post-game night chats. Hey.
Oh, just like
Hey.
old times.
Jebediah wasn't even thought of at that
No,
point.
was not even made up.
Oh.
Not even created.
Let's go, gang.
Oh, yes. We are live for the second consecutive night. Last night around this time, we found out the breaking news. The Kings in a 3-team trade with Cleveland and Chicago. Kings get DeAndre Hunter, Keon Ellis, and Dennis Schroeder headed to the Cavs. And then you got Saric and a couple of second-round picks to the Bulls. So, yeah. Fast forward 24 hours later, Kings in Washington, and they lose to a Wizards team who did not play their starters in the fourth quarter. 116-112. The Kings end that road trip 0-6, 9 straight losses, 12-39 on the season. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
It's Deuce and Mo.
We're here.
Give me a hell yeah.
We're good. I promise. We're good.
Yeah, we are good.
We're golden. Like better than good.
I'm having an NA Stella tonight, and let me tell you, Stella has their groove back.
What is that from?
Never mind.
Stella has their. Is that some old like movie? Is that an old movie? Like you're acting like you're 80, and I don't. Stella has.
You don't remember how Stella got her groove back from 1998?
No.
You know, it's funny. I've never seen it, but I just knew it.
That is, you are so strange like that. Like, Deuce is the type that says, would you say, like, name a movie title and I can name around what year it's
Within 2 years, I could tell you.
Within 2
Yeah. Within 2 years, I could tell you.
So stupid.
You want to try me?
Okay, when was that movie?
What?
Stella got
I
her.
said 1998.
Oh, okay.
And I saw it too.
What about Stella got her groove back too?
Was there a second one? I think there was a sequel to it, to be honest. Yes.
No. Look, please, really quick.
Oh my God. This is what
It's a
happens when you
12-win team.
Stella has her groove back
Please.
sequel. There's no official. Okay, my bad. Okay, I thought there was maybe a sequel.
Stella kept her groove.
We could all dream. We can all
We
dream.
can all dream.
Shout out. You see what shirt I'm wearing tonight?
Yeah. Do you see what shirt I'm wearing tonight? That's from like the same year, right?
You know what's funny about us wearing these shirts? A couple of things.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. That must have been like a subconscious thing we did to try to feel good. I do remember buying this shirt, and there was an ounce of me that went, dude, are you really buying a playoff shirt? Like, come on, have higher expectations. Like, wait until they go further and buy a shirt. And then there was the other part of me that was like that year, no.
Good job.
Appreciate this is the end of the drought.
Good job.
This is the start of the beginning. Little did I know.
It was start to the end.
The beginning and the end, huh?
Yeah.
My goodness.
And that's why the lesson is always buy the shirt.
Always buy the shirt.
You can go to deuceandmo.com, click on merch. No, I'm kidding. This will always be up.
If you have not done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Also, reminder before we start the official podcast here, we'll be live on Thursday morning for the NBA's trade deadline. Could be a very busy day around the NBA, and who knows what's in store the next couple of days.
There you go.
for the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll talk a little bit about the last 24 hours, blend in this game. I mean, how much we're going to break down Wizards Kings.
I have a lot.
There's still some
go
stuff that,
over.
you know, I'll bring to the table.
Yeah, I'll bring to the table.
And we'll talk some more trade stuff.
Yes, please.
All right, Deuce and Mo. We're coming down. 3, 2, wait. Austin, thank you. Telling me I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm cute. I love Deuce's shirt. Thank you.
Wow.
Shout out to Digital Henry. Shout out Austin. 3 Con in the building. What's up, Jesse James? Oxy, Insane Cookies, Banta, Armin, Aaron, Greg. Appreciate all of you basketball sickos for being here. It does mean a lot that you guys are still here.
Yeah, it
All right.
does mean a lot. Wait, one more thing, Deuce.
Yeah.
You should just show them your hand because you're just.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you're holding the mic. No. Hold it back. Hold the mic like this, bud.
Okay.
Just how you were. Yep. There you
Okay.
go. Keep it there. Now show your other hand next, like close. Yep. No.
The
don't be-
lighting's not good.
No.
I don't know
Just
what
trust. Stop talking. That you can't fully tell people. That is all purple.
You can kind of see it there.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Right there. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, was playing basketball at Roosevelt Park yesterday. And my guy Jamar, some are saying undercut me, flagrant 2 penalty.
There's video.
Video of me driving to the basket, leaving my feet at the uncontested layup. He comes in, bumps me in the air. I fall down like this, falling back. I'm grabbed. There's a chain link fence. I, for some reason, want to grab onto that. I don't. Land on my ass and on my hand. Hard. And I was like, dude, this is not good. And yeah, it's very bruised. So yeah, today I'm playing hurt because I'm a certified dog.
Just saw it. Wanted to point it out.
All right, thank you. Deuce and Mo coming down. 3, 2, 1. Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
Oh, well, it's been an interesting 24 hours in Sacramento Kings land. Just about 24 hours ago, they make that trade, a 3-team deal. Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroeder headed to the Cavs. DeAndre Hunter coming back to Sacramento. Dario Saric headed to the Bulls along with a couple of second-round picks. And then they have a game today. Holy shit. So they find that out late last night and then a game this morning. Well, to get ready for this morning, the final game of a long 6-game road trip coming to an end in Washington against the Wizards. How would it go? Oh my God. If you watch this game, let's give it up to you.
Yeah. Let us know if you did.
Yeah. If you watch this game, you are a certified sicko. I put that poll question out, by the way.
Okay.
Did you watch the game? 49% of the people who have voted so far say, yes, I'm a sicko. 37% say, what game? 14% say, I turned it off early.
Okay.
The Kings lost. Breaking news. The
news.
Kings lost today. That is now 9 straight losses. The last time they lost 9 in a row in a season, you got to go back to the 2021 season where they lost 9 in a row twice in a season. That was the first year of us doing this live podcast after games.
Crazy. Long time ago.
So now the Kings are sitting at 12-39 on the season after the 116-112 loss. This podcast presented by our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Deuce Mason. That's Morgan Reagan.
You already know.
I know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We're good. All things considered, we're good on this weird-ass season. This game, I knew was going to be weird.
Absolutely.
When you make a trade and then the next day, it's like 2 guys that had been playing for you, and Schroeder and Ellis, no longer there. Saric doesn't count. He hasn't been playing. Okay. But then Russell Westbrook's out. Half hour before our pregame show goes live on TV, Sabonis questionable back soreness. And I go, that's interesting. About 20 minutes after that, out back soreness. And so, you know me, immediately the game starts. I'm like, is he on the bench? Is he on the bench? I didn't see him on the bench. James Ham reported that he was getting treatment in the back, according to his source. But nonetheless,
treatment, huh?
no Sabonis. Okay, so the Kings had an interesting starting lineup. Nick Clifford starting at point guard. Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan, Precious Achiuwa, and Maxime Reynaud against a Wizards team who obviously not very good either. 12 wins coming into this game today, but they were without Trey Johnson and Alex Sarr. Oh my goodness. How ugly would the tanking get in this one?
How ugly?
It got really ugly.
Horrendous.
This game got off to an ugly start, but put it this way. The Washington Wizards wanted to lose this game so bad tonight. They were so desperate to lose this game because of lottery, tanking, blah, blah, blah. They sat their starters the entire fourth quarter. In a close game, they were winning. They sat their starters in the fourth quarter.
You heard that right.
Not just, Chris Middleton sat, he's the old guy. No. Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George. Young players did not play down the stretch, yet it was their bench guys featuring some former Kings. Well, one was in the starting lineup, Marvin Bagley, then Skal Labissiere. They got the job done, 116 to 112. Where do you start on this, Morgan?
Well, I think we start with Marvin Bagley going 7 for 7. Whoa, they changed it. 7 for 8.
Oh, they gave him a miss. Okay.
They gave him a miss with 15 points. No, that's not where I want to start. Let's start with just the chaos of everything with the Sacramento Kings and starting with that first quarter. No, I'm not going to go into breaking down everything. But what I will say is that they were shooting 18% from the field. And that just to tell you how bad it started. Like, it was so ugly that I was disappointed. But at the same time, I didn't have a lot of feelings toward it because I do want to make sure to dive into the human factor and how this team has some rookies on it, everything else. It's got to be weird for them, their first time seeing guys get traded away. And it's like all these things happen just so quickly all at once. It's trade deadline week. That's got to be weird for everyone's mentals where everyone is at. Yes. So I understand like that could be part of it, but still, you got to find a way to play basketball the right way. And it just felt so sloppy, so ugly. Shots were being missed left and right. And and Washington was still only up by 9.
That's the thing. After the first quarter, it's 23-14. You're down 9 when you go 4 of 22 from the field in the first quarter. 1 of 6 from 3 and had 6 turnovers. In fact, the Kings did not have a made field goal in the final 8 minutes and 50 seconds of the first quarter.
Come on.
They got some free throws,
Yeah.
but they did not score a field goal
Yeah.
in the final 8:50 of the first quarter. And you're right. It looked just so, it was like, dude, this is like a bad pickup game. And some of it was understandable because we were seeing lineups that we had not seen before. It was like Isaiah Stevens, Daquan Plowden are getting significant run with like DeMar DeRozan or Levine. And, those guys
Haven't played together.
They haven't played together. They don't even know each other. And also, like, let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
Both those guys are two-way players with very little NBA experience.
Yes.
And you're just throwing them in there and it's like, all right, we need some run here.
Yeah.
It was hideous early on. But of course, what happens in a game like this, the second quarter happens. Levine goes on an absolute fucking
That was fun.
heater. He had 18 points. He was 7 of 9 shooting, including 4 of 4 from 3. And then the Kings outscored him 34-30. And at the half, it's a game, 53-48. Crazy.
It was. And I will say Zach LaVine getting them back in the game, but just going off was actually entertaining. And I'm like, yes, that's all I need. Like, even I don't care if we even have ugly basketball, like entertain me in one way or another in this game against Washington. And that was the entertaining factor to end the first half.
Third quarter, Washington outscored Sacramento 35-34. Not a lot of defense. So it was 88-82 going into the fourth quarter. The Wizards were up 88-82 going into the fourth. And that's when they sat their entire starting lineup.
Yep. They
the
said
entire
too close.
quarter. It's just crazy to me. And then the other blatant thing about this game with the Washington Wizards tonight, DeMar DeRozan gets going in the fourth quarter. He ends up scoring 17 in the fourth. And early on, he's just knocking down shots, just one-on-one. No doubles.
No.
They did not double him until very, very, very late. And even the double then was not.
It wasn't like a commitment.
No. It was like a full-on trap. Like Brian Keefe, the coach, is like, no. Single coverage, you got it. DeMar's getting switches on Skal Labissiere or whoever he wants and just making shots. And I'm going, this is the most blatant tank job I think I've ever seen in a February NBA game. We're talking about it's February 1st today.
Yeah.
And the Washington Wizards were like, dude, we're in Sacramento. We both have 12 wins. Oh, yeah, we don't want to beat them tonight. And so they go with a group off the bench. I mean, they're playing Anthony Gill played 27 minutes tonight. Will Riley, who had some nice moments in this game, played 30. AJ Johnson, 27. Scalabrine, 26 and a half minutes in this game tonight. Scalabrine, by the way, is on a 10-day contract with the Washington Wizards. Gets thrown in there. Look, the league acts like they care about tanking, and who knows how they're going to deal with it. Like, we get in this conversation online about like ethical tank jobs versus blatant tank jobs.
Yeah.
What
Blatant.
the Wizards did today was disgusting, and the basketball gods went, nah, not today, man. Kings are out there with Levine and DeMar in the fourth quarter in a game that really doesn't matter for Sacramento. These guys are trying to like do everything in their power to win the game, and the Wizards are like, no, we are losing this. Nope. Wizards end up coming back after briefly losing the lead and win 116-112. I'm dead serious about this, though. Like, how the Wizards are going about this business is crazy to me. And I understand it's the game, but to be so obvious
It's
with
shoved
it,
in our
it's
faces.
like you trade for Trae Young.
Yeah.
You haven't even played him. You're not going to play him. You're starting to sit promising second-year players who could use a time in a close game.
I was going to say that NBA experience, those minutes. No, it was frustrating from the standpoint of exactly that. The league having an issue with teams tanking, and this team is literally doing it on such a different level in your face. Like, there's nothing wrong with their starting crew. And you can't tell me like, oh, we wanted to make sure some of our young guys got some run in a serious game or like in a game that was winnable or whatever. No, because you're exactly right. Scal's on a 10-day.
Yep.
Like, you're not looking to see what Scal can do in those minutes. You're just trying to tank. And guess what? Too bad you're the loser because you won the game.
This game was just hilarious to watch as a fan, though.
Hilarious or just like not fun? Well,
I mean,
hilarious.
You mentioned the fun moments. when the player gets hot, it's kind of like when Levine got hot, it's kind of fun. But it was also just watching it. It just felt like there wasn't much structure at all to this game today.
There wasn't.
And it was just guys doing whatever.
Chuck City.
Chuck it up. You know, even Monk tonight, I'm like, oh my God, Malik.
What did he end up finishing? Oh, 2 of 10.
Yeah, but it was just, there was no flow or anything.
No, it looked
like a group that was like, this is the end of the road trip. We are not a good basketball team.
Just made some trades.
We may be a little rattled. Wait, Sabonis is a late scratch. And there's so many rumors, the deadline's coming up. Just get me home. That's what it felt like in this game. And I'm not saying they didn't want to win. I'm just saying like it felt like there just wasn't a lot going on in terms of a focus or a discipline tonight to play basketball the right way.
Yeah.
The Sabonis thing. You see him being a late scratch with back soreness.
Mm-hmm.
Do you immediately go Windhorst?
It's me. What do you think I did? Immediately. I had like 7 hands.
I know you're doing it
this
as a bit, but like when you see that, I guess my antennas go up. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this guy who, loves playing every game, right before the game, with the trade deadline nearing, has back soreness.
Yeah.
I thought that was very, very fascinating. Do you think there's more to that?
I with the way that my brain works, yes, obviously, duh. It's the same thing that happened the other night when we saw Isaiah Stevens and Daquan Plowden enter the game against the Celtics. The first thing you said on the postgame show was like, why are they there, suited up, they're available, and they started playing. This means that a trade is happening and they need guys on the roster, traveling with the team, whatever. I think this situation feels like the exact same. We haven't heard anything about back soreness before this. There really could be.
I guess he could have tweaked his back this morning or during warm-ups.
Absolutely. Like, that could have happened. So, like, there could be so much truth to it, but I just felt like the timing of it, especially because it was so late, it just had my radar go up going, especially with his name within trade rumors as of late, and it's trade deadline week.
As far as the team that he's been linked to a lot, the Toronto Raptors, they did play tonight. RJ Barrett ended up playing 28 minutes.
Okay.
Grady Dick only played 11. That's been a name that's been thrown out there. And Ochai Agbaji just played 3 minutes. So who knows? It doesn't look like they really limited a ton of minutes there. I
No.
mean, maybe Grady doesn't play as many as he's usually playing, but his stuff has been kind of all over the place anyway. So I don't know how much to take from that one. So
Yeah.
maybe it was just back soreness. But again, this is where we're at this time of year where we're like, wait, dude, who's there? Why isn't that person here? Who's not playing? Why is that person not playing? It's literally the week of the trade deadline.
And it's so fair to think like that, especially with someone like Domas Sabonis, who has the mindset of like, put me out there.
Yeah.
I don't care if my thumb is broken, my hand's broken, whatever. Like, let me play some basketball. I'm healthy. Let's go. So, yeah, the speculation is all up in the air. I thought I don't know why. I was like, oh, maybe by the time we get back from San Francisco and we do this podcast, there'll be a trade.
No, you know what's going to happen. We're going to be done with this podcast and be like, all right, call it a night. See ya. And then it's going to be alert. The Kings make a trade.
And then we'll have to go back live.
Yes, we will. But hey, at this point, we're not there yet.
We aren't.
I mentioned this game didn't have a lot of structure. I would just say briefly pointing out some positives because we did watch the game. And I mean, if we put in the work to watch the game, we might as well talk about a couple of things.
Tell you some cliff notes.
Dylan Cardwell, some incredible blocks tonight.
Incredible. That rim protection, seeing that rim protection on this Sacramento Kings team in like valuable moments too. Not just like, oh, he's in garbage time, whoever he's playing. He's done this in multiple games, but to see it against the Wizards tonight, it was great.
Yeah, that double block. Then he had that one breaking up the alley-oop in transition. Dude, just nasty. I thought he had 4 blocks. He was credited with 3 tonight. Nate Clifford got the start at point guard. I guess if you want to call it that. It seemed like guys were just sharing the ball, handling duties today. Again, no flow early. I did feel like he orchestrated some nice things at times. He ends up only with 4 assists. He had 6 points in 28 minutes. And that's why it's a bit of a shame to me that there was no flow to this game, because if it was a little more structured, organized flow, maybe he looks a little better out there.
Yeah.
But I noted early on, they ran a pick and roll with Maxime Reynaud, and he had a nice skip pass to the corner to Precious Achiuwa for a 3. That was nice. I just want to see more of it, and I still think the biggest thing with him I notice all the time is he goes through the phases of like, he'll be comfortable with the ball and be aggressive, and then he reverts back to, let me get Levine or DeMar here. I'm going to give them the ball. It's like, no, dude, you bring it up every time.
Yeah,
Come on,
and
man.
especially with you talk about the flow of this game, it felt like get it to those guys and let them do their thing. And I just wish he had that mentality or that confidence or whatever it is to just take it and go do your own thing. Because let's be real, in games like this, you're not going to get the ball back. You're not going to see it back. These guys are getting theirs, and like there's fun moments out of that in a game like this, but at the same time, it's just like not going to make him better and develop if he doesn't play the right way for himself.
Maxime Reynaud finished with 14 points, 6 of 9 shooting. He had 6 rebounds. He had 2 blocks, a couple of turnovers. I thought he had some solid moments offensively. The defense is where like the next step has to come. I know Bagley got him a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
And just from a rebounding perspective, like how many did I say he finished with 6 rebounds?
Yeah.
There was one play in the first half where like Sharif Cooper is getting
Oh my God.
an offensive rebound just by being active. And Sharif Cooper, for those who don't know, is like 5'11".
Literally
And
the smallest guy on the floor.
Cooper also had a big second chance opportunity in the
Late.
fourth quarter, late
Yeah.
in the game too. And what Sharif Cooper, oh my God, he played 13 minutes, had more rebounds
Oh my God. 7.
than literally everyone on the Kings.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
That is.
Sharif Cooper in 13 minutes, 7 rebounds, including 2 offensive rebounds. No Kings player had more than 6 rebounds in this game.
Yeah. They were, I mean, the Kings were outworked in so many different categories. And it's like, sure, if you're going to be sloppy, have your slow days, bad games, whatever. But it's when you see those kind of stats and you go, oh, you just weren't putting a body on someone. You didn't care about getting a rebound. You didn't care diving on the floor. You didn't care about that defensive possession. There was a lot of that tonight watching this game.
What do you think about this idea? This is from the best case.
Okay.
We got to work on people machines. Maxime plus Cardwell combined into the best center in the league. Get the science going, Sacktown. What do you think about that idea? If we can figure out some technology to actually combine Cardwell and Maxime Reynaud together.
Absolutely genius. But my question is, do you have to birth this person? Like, are you taking, like, does someone have to birth this person and then you start with them as a baby and then you have to wait 18 years? Or is it like...
Oh, no, we're talking about right now.
Oh, duh, that type of technology.
We're not talking about birthing and combining after.
Like, I was thinking like embryos and like all these things and you have to like mix it together, shove it in
No.
birth
We're talking about now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now, oof, man. That technology...
There's a press release. Cardwell, Reynaud undergo successful combination surgery.
Combination surgery.
So stupid. But Max, he's got the size. It's just getting more physical. It's playing angles better. And that's with rebounding. That's even defensively, just understanding who you're defending. Their strong hand, just learning the league. And then being in a better position. It's like Marvin Bagley time, literally just beat him off the dribble.
Oh yeah. No, and that's it. Especially in games like this, you just want to see those moments coached into him or just figured out the next play, make that in-game adjustment, and just everything seemed off where those moments were not going to happen tonight. And they didn't. That sucked.
One other thing from this game, Devin Carter, I felt like he played with good energy. Still didn't get enough time for me. Great dunk in transition.
Yes.
I think it was a DeMar DeRozan strip, and then it looked like Devin Carter at Providence jamming it home. I was like, oh, shit.
He's capable of that. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I do hope that if he is here post-deadline, just let this guy cook off the bench. Give him 20 minutes off the bench.
Please.
And just see what he is.
Well, I think the issue, though, with Devin Carter is that because of he has a lot of confidence, he would try and step in that role of like Zach LaVine, go to Chuck City, kind of get yours kind of thing. And I just want to, if he does get more time, I need to see him play basketball the right way.
Yeah, just defend, rebound, attack the rim, take good shots.
Playing the role that you're supposed to play in. And like, we've seen that, we saw flashes of that early on and even in the G League, but you also see those moments where he's just looking for his and you're like, well, you can't be doing that in your second year, but.
Any other big thoughts on this game?
Oh God, no. I'm so over this game. Like I don't want to talk unless there's anything else that you guys need from this.
We
game.
do have to get to our Butcher and Barrel player of the game, and I'm giving it to a former King, Skal Labissiere. 13 points, 7 rebounds on 5 of 8 shooting. I know what you're thinking. DeMar DeRozan had 32 points, Deuce, and he was awesome in the fourth quarter. Or how about Zach LaVine, who had 35 tonight? Well, I'm going with the player who won. And just for Skal, because he's a good guy, according to GTV Hoops on Instagram, this was Skal's first game with 10-plus points in a game in 2,200 days.
Wow.
6 years.
No way.
A long, long time ago. So Skal Labissiere, 10-plus points in an NBA game for the first time in 2,200 days. He is our Butcher and Barrel player of the game.
Yay. Good job, Skal. And make sure you guys go check out Butcher and Barrel. There's some home games coming up. So even if you're going to the game, not going to the game, you can always get the pregame deal, $38, Wagyu burger, shot, and a beer. Or they got their Valentine's menu up too. It looks absolutely phenomenal. You just got to check them out any night. Butcher and Barrel is fantastic. Right across the street from Golden One Center.
Here's an even tougher one for you.
Uh-oh. What?
What's our J Street Dental moment of the game?
You said one to me when we were watching. Was it behind the back pass or something?
This play, I feel like no one even talked about or acknowledged. And why am I getting worked up? Of course.
Calm down.
It's like a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I expect people to be locked into third quarter action of Kings Wizards. But Maxime Reynaud fired a behind the back pass to the corner to DeMar DeRozan, who buried a three. He had another behind the back pass later on in the game too.
I love it.
But it was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, put that one as a J Street Dental moment.
Max behind the back to DeMar for three. And then what do we know? Washington did not play starters in second half.
Yep.
In fourth.
In fourth. And do you want to put Levine on a first half heater? Okay. No. Okay. Wow. Doesn't even deserve it. I'm going to J Street Dental tomorrow, and you can too, but hopefully you don't have to go tomorrow. But if you wanted to go check them out, make sure to do it. Enriching lives and enhancing smiles. Head to jstreetdentalgroup.com. You can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental.
Shout out to them. In the chat, shout out to Ash, who says, how about the behind the back pass from Max today? So,
nice.
Yes, you did see it. All right. Digital Henry was saying the Carter dunk. Okay.
Yeah. The Carter dunk. And I honestly, any Dylan Cardwell block, like there's multiple of them where they're just so ferocious. I love them. Oh shit. We
might have to start ending this bit too, where we pick an old moment out, because I didn't expect the Kings to lose, 39 games before the All-Star break. Because now we're just getting repeat ones.
Really?
So I may stop doing this, but let's try this one. We go back to January 21st, 2024. It was in Sacramento against the Hornets.
Okay.
Who do you think won that game?
The Hornets.
The Hornets won 111-104. In that game, Domantas Sabonis had 11 turnovers, a career high. Oh, that'll make you feel better tonight.
That's still his career high, though, right?
I hope so. All right, we'll go ahead and put that back. Pretend that didn't happen, huh? Oh, my goodness.
I can't.
That is hilarious.
On a night like this. Wow. Yeah, it was weird. Deuce and I were doing the post-game show, and it's so funny. Sometimes in those shows you go, God, where are we going to go with this? How are we going to break? Because you get moments to break it down where like a podcast, we can go elaborate, go in detail. There's no like a whole bunch
I don't have Jebediah in my ear going, you got to break. Like Nick.
Yeah, like Nick.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love Nick.
Worst.
But it's so different. And it's funny. Every time that we get into a post-game show, even after a weird, awful game like this, we still are able to go different places, and then we remember certain things, and then it does end up becoming big picture though in a week like this with the NBA trade deadline on Thursday and the big trade that happened last night.
Yeah, it's been 24 hours.
I said big trade. Can I say big trade that?
I mean, I think I'm not okay. I think NBA fans would be like, dude, that's a big trade. You trade some role players for role players. But I think the Kings making a trade is like, okay, we've been waiting to see them do something. It's been 24 hours. Where are you at 24 hours later? Are you about the same?
Oh, I think I even feel, when I say I feel better, sometimes processing losing something that I like Keon Ellis, for example, you feel that a little bit harder, but processing it for 24 hours, I get more excited for him just as a human to like elevate his game, do what he needs to do. And then I honestly get excited about a 6'8", 6'7" dude coming to Sacramento and being on a good contract. Why wouldn't I be excited about that? Even if we don't know where the Kings are going to be next year, this is how you start the building, Deuce. You got to start somewhere.
I think some people look at the contract and go, well, he makes this year and then next year, $25 million. But this year, I mean, I know what it says on the books, but they're not paying him that much money the rest of this year. And then next year is an expiring deal. I think I feel about the same. I do. It's funny. We went live right after yesterday.
Yeah.
And you know how I am. I'm just like in process city. And then after the podcast is over, I'm just like thinking about like how I talked about it. And then I am reading people talk about it. I'm processing everything. I'm just
way
like,
too much.
Oh my God, this is a lot. Did I cover all the angles
Oh,
here? Blah,
I hate
blah,
when
blah.
he does that.
But my point being is, I spent a lot of time talking about the Keon Ellis portion, them not maximizing his value. And look, I do think there's some people who disagree with that. You know, reading even some of the comments on our YouTube page, it's like, dude, it's like you're overvaluing Keon Ellis. He's not as good as you make him seem. Blah blah blah.
Interesting.
I disagree with that, and I'm not acting like this move is like setting the Kings franchise back years to come. Okay, they have made far worse trades over the years.
Yeah.
Yes, we know that. I just think when you have someone like Keon Ellis who's like 25 years old, 26 years old, who's like just a solid
Good
player
person.
and a great person.
Yeah.
You had him as an undrafted guy, was a two-way guy, earned this contract. He's just someone that I felt like, based on the pillars that Scott Perry's talked about so often, would just fit that. Now, you go into the other layers of this. They could have given him money last offseason.
Yep.
Re-signed him. I'm sure his agent was asking for like 14, 15 million a year. And maybe Scott Perry was like, I don't know that he's worth it for where we are going at this point in time.
Yep.
Now, with that said,
Okay.
I think the Kings could have handled it so much better with trying to increase his value with this season. You know, if you think back to the offseason, when they signed Dennis Schroeder, I didn't have a problem with the Schroeder thing. What I kept saying is stopgap. We had the whole stopgap,
baby,
stopgap. It was a stopgap. Like,
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder, can he start for teams? Sometimes. Is he a bench guy? Yeah, probably. And did they overpay for Dennis Schroeder? Yeah, I think it was a little overpay. Sacramento tends to do that often. But my whole point is, when they brought him in, they didn't have a point guard. And I'm thinking, cool, you just have a guy that can get everyone organized. And more importantly, having a point guard hopefully can maximize someone like Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, so you could start moving off some of these guys in the future.
You needed a point guard. Yep.
But you didn't maximize those guys. And here we are at the trade deadline. Who knows? All those guys could still be here. So not only did you not maximize them, but you also did not maximize Keon Ellis. One, to put him in a role to see if maybe he's worth a contract extension in the future, because his role was all over the place.
Sure.
And two, you didn't put him in a position to be maximized. So come around the trade deadline, people are like, yeah, he's plays regular minutes. He's a good player. We'll be willing to give up this for him.
Yeah.
And I think, based on the reporting out there, Sam Amick last night was talking about this. The picks were not out there. The Kings wanted a first for him. It wasn't there.
Yep.
Could they have gotten 2 seconds for him? It sounds like that could have been a possibility.
Yeah.
Does that move the needle enough? I don't know. But at the same time, to make that deal that they did and not get any draft compensation when you save the Cavaliers $50 million just was surprising to me.
Now, because we're factoring in everything, let's even factor in this piece, though. What it took for the Cavs to get DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks.
3 second-round picks, couple of pick swaps, couple of players. They
A
gave
lot
up
of
a lot.
things.
They went all in on him.
They went all in just to trade him, the next season. Now, that is how high they saw Keon Ellis's value paired with a point guard that they need, a veteran point guard that they need, to give up DeAndre Hunter. When you just look at it from different angles and different perspectives too, I think it does shine a light on Keon's value. We're just so heavy and fixated on, but why wasn't there a pick involved?
Yeah, I also think the other aspect of this, I don't think this was necessarily like, hey, the Cavs wanted Keon and the Kings are like, you can have him, but you got to take Schroeder.
Yeah.
I think the Cavs wanted Schroeder.
Yeah.
And Dennis's contract, even when you looked at it on paper, it's 3 years. It's really 2, because you got next year and the year after that's $4 million guaranteed.
Yep.
So the Kings don't really save any money on this. They just get off of his contract technically a year sooner because of the contract of DeAndre Hunter. So anyway, my point is, the Cavs wanted Dennis Schroeder. I have no doubt about it, but they also like Keon Ellis. And now we'll see if they actually come to terms on an extension. He could be offered an extension on February 9th.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll be looking out for that too. But you asked the questions of being like with Keon Ellis being like, yeah, maximizing his value and not really being able to see what he could do, right? Because he got all those DMPs. There were so many weird rotations. They're with a first year head coach, like all of these different things factoring into that for Keon. But what they do know about DeAndre Hunter is what he's already established as a basketball player, as an NBA player. And that is what Scott Perry wanted to trade for, was an established player and not have the questions surrounding someone, and especially questions surrounding someone and also having to pay them.
I just think going back to the offseason, once they signed Russ and they had signed Dennis, my biggest fears with all these things was how was it going to impact Keegan Murray and Keon Ellis,
100%.
guys that I wanted to see get more opportunity, and even Devin Carter. And it's clear, one, Keegan's been hurt, so a lot of questions, right? We still don't know. Right. But I don't know that he was really going to get an opportunity consistently with how top heavy this roster was with DeMar, Levine, and Russ, and Schroeder. Like so many score first guys.
Yeah.
So that's my other point. You didn't set your young guys up for success. I think this year needed to be more of a year where it's like, hey, let's get Keon in there. Let's make sure Keegan is a huge, focal point of what we're doing. And they did not do that. But to your point with DeAndre Hunter, because that was the other thing I was reflecting on last night.
Yes.
Is I definitely was so focused in on talking about Keon Ellis that I didn't really spend much time talking about
actual
DeAndre
trade.
Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, I like DeAndre Hunter. I've liked him for a long time. It's funny thinking about him. I'm like, God, it would have been nice to add him 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to pay the price too.
He had a really, really good year last year. Starting in Atlanta and then going to Cleveland, he finished 4th in 6th Man of the Year voting last year. He shot it well from downtown. I think defensively, some of the people online will talk about, hey, the on-off stats and some advanced numbers don't really show him as a great defender. I'm not going to proclaim he's a great defender, but I could tell you for a team in Sacramento that lacks size, to have someone next to Keegan Murray that maybe could take some pressure off of him, he is an adequate defender.
That's a fundamental defender. Like,
I think off ball, he may have some issues at times, like some guys do.
Yeah. So many people always look for the flaws of like when you do say this person is a good defender.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do this, this, and this. But what does he do? He can stay vertical. He can use his strength where you can't push him off his spot. He can use his length to make sure that he's taking away your vision, getting in the passing lane, doing so many things that we talk about that we wanted for depth for this Sacramento Kings roster.
And 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, we get all that. The other thing is he's an expiring deal next year. And if he rehabs his value in Sacramento, let's just say in the final 30 games, he plays 20 of them, 15, whatever the number is, okay? And actually, they have less than that now. So let's just say final 25 games, he plays, 15, 20 games. If he's showing he's scoring a little bit, knocking down some threes, I would think he would be an interesting candidate next year to possibly be traded. Or you keep him around where you kind of rebuild, and it's just nice to have a veteran guy who is seemingly a professional, a good locker room guy.
In his prime years, if like of where we put people in that age range of everything. And so it's like, I'm shocked that I think why people aren't more excited is because of where the team's at.
Oh, 100%, because it feels like a move that you would make like a couple of years ago when you're, we're getting better, where this just feels like, okay, yeah, like a 28, 29-year-old guy. Is he really part of the future long-term? What's this mean? Those are the questions. And you still don't know what else is going to happen at the trade deadline. Like, those are all fair points.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think you might ask me this last night. I don't know if I even gave you a good answer. Would I feel better today had the Kings got a second-round pick back in this deal? And it was the same deal, but they got DeAndre Hunter and a second-round pick. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and again, it's that pick that everyone is so fixated on, and you see it around the league. And then I also did ask you, I said, would you feel better if we get to the trade deadline on Thursday and you're seeing deals all around the league and you're almost seeing like barely any picks attached in these deals?
Yeah. Again, we saw a trade today where 2 second-round picks were sent to Atlanta.
Second-round picks.
Krejci.
Yep.
So.
And I get it. They're assets, second-round picks. I get it. they're there. They're good. I get it.
We said before the road trip, do we think
Oh, yeah.
they come back to Sacramento for that game in Memphis and look the same? I don't remember what your answer was. I think I thought they were going to look different.
I said, no, they're going to look the same.
It sounds like DeAndre Hunter will be able to play in Sacramento coming up on Wednesday against Memphis, by the way. He should be able to practice with the team on Tuesday. I wonder if they're going to look any more different by the time that game happens, the day before the NBA trade deadline.
Okay, are you asking me?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yes.
What do you think's next, if you were to predict?
I mean, my radar's up with Domas. I don't know how, where. I mean, still assuming that it's connected to the Raptors.
I still do not understand completely how DeMar DeRozan's not getting any type of attention. Maybe the teams are trying to get him, but they're not offering much or something. I don't know, because I just look at him and go, he could still score. He could help somebody out there. Sabonis, yeah. I mean, is Toronto still in play? All of a sudden, the Kings have like size after that deal. They like, oh my God, you've got RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter.
You guys,
Keegan Murray.
That's all people have been asking for, right? Like even if the timeline of it doesn't completely make sense, like it can make sense as soon as the draft comes around, right? With a little bit of luck or anything else. And that's why you make these moves when you can. And even for Hunter, and even if it doesn't make sense with this timeline right now in this moment, it could make sense by the offseason.
The other thing is just the fact that I think there's so many teams around the league who need to make moves to get better. And the Kings may have some vets that these teams could utilize to improve the team. I think I mentioned Schroeder's name the other day.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, look at what he can do some nights. And Schroeder's going to fit in just well in Cleveland. Like, it's going to be just fine. He's going to go in there. He's going to provide a little spark. He can spot start every once in a while. He's going to be playing on kind of a gritty team. I think Keon's going to be doing well there too. It made sense. I think it makes sense why teams would be interested in like someone like Malik Monk to put pressure on a defense, or DeMar DeRozan.
Totally.
And his ability to score the basketball. So I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out. But
especially since the Kings are obviously going into this trade deadline as sellers, right? I really thought that there would be, with Scott Perry's connections and relationships all around the league, even more conversations around some of these other names that get around some of these other guys. But it's like you said it, the East is wide open. There's people in the East that are just like, how do we get better? Like take that leap to be a contender in the East. We don't want to just take on Malik Monk and not go anywhere with that this year in the East. We're trying to do more. And that's where I think why you and I keep bringing up DeMar DeRozan for some of these teams. You put him on the right roster, I think it could totally make sense.
In the chat, you've got Jason who says, so this channel takes super chats and ignores them. No, sometimes I'm just slow to get to them. But Jason, thanks so much for the $2 donation. Shout out to you for being here tonight.
We always get to them, Jason.
I want to say always. There's been a couple of times this year I have not. I have failed at the end.
We do 82 post-game shows, and you want to talk about like maybe 2 shows that you've missed.
I know.
Them?
It's my bad. I'm just saying. I'm taking ownership of it. You said always. I don't always do it.
What's that percentage?
I'm sure it's like 97%.
I'm
but
just
that's
letting
not
Jason
always.
know, like
that's just not always.
That would never be
I'm
our
just saying
MO.
my bad. But appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
If you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. All it does is help our channel grow. So you think there will be another move made by Wednesday's game? They've got 2 days off before that next game.
2 days off. Maybe I'm just hopeful. But again, it's also because of just like what went down with Sabonis. I was like, oh, it's that time of year. And so, when you get excited about movement and tweaks and things that you just, my emotions are going in that direction.
The Sabonis one is tough because he is owed a lot of money coming up here. But if you're Sacramento, you don't want to add like shit salary that's going to mess you up for years to come. However, I mean, if there's multiple picks attached to it, that's when you can consider it.
Right.
I mean, as it stands right now, like that 2027 offseason, they should have a lot of money coming off the books. Does that mean they're going to be all of a sudden a huge player in free agency? Who the hell knows? Like, let's be honest about it. You got 26, then 27. They're not going to be some marquee team. Hell, they could have the number 1 pick this year. Maybe it's a little more enticing, but it also allows them to take on bad contracts and add more picks to the arsenal. So hopefully that's what we see. I do not want to see any Kings picks go out. I know the second round pick that they gave up yesterday is probably not a big deal, but I don't want this team who is in this rebuild, or I shouldn't say rebuild, under construction completely.
Foundation.
Right?
They're at the foundation.
I don't want to see them part with any more picks.
I get it.
I'd rather be patient, let contracts expire, and look for opportunities to get picks, not give them up, even if they're second round picks.
And I think in years past, too, it's been hard with some of the front offices believing that they can actually trusting that they can do something with those picks, right? Making the right decisions. I'm hoping of what we've already been seeing just early on with Scott Perry and his team, that like if they do hang on to these picks, they just utilize them correctly, whether it's as assets in the future or it's drafting the right way, which we'll just have to wait and see with some of these guys.
We got more coming up in a second. We got to talk about All-Star Reserves. But first, we are presented by our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery.
The best of the best. Make sure to go to SentivoVineyards.com. You can get all the bottles there, or you can go to their tasting room in Sassoon Valley. It's absolutely stunning. I've been there so many times now. They're the best family. They're all Kings fans. Go to SentivoVineyards.com, try the wine, and thank me later.
You better.
Or else?
You'll be mad at them for not thanking you. Also presented by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo, woo. We've teamed up with Medic Ambulance, the trusted name in emergency medical services across Northern California. Medic Ambulance has set the standard emergency medical services for over 45 years now. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
Appreciate their support of the podcast. Morgan, All-Star Reserves announced.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Let's start with the East. The starters, Giannis, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, and Tyrese Maxey. Giannis not going to play in that, I assume, right? Because he is injured right now, so they'll need a replacement. The Eastern Conference Reserves.
Okay.
Scotty Barnes of the Raptors, Jalen Duren of the Pistons. That's cool.
Good for him.
It's so funny. I've not even looked at this yet because
I
we've
love
been
this.
doing King stuff.
Yeah.
So Jalen Duren, shout out to him. Jalen Johnson.
Wow.
Dude.
Yep.
What a pick by the Hawks.
Huge.
He was banged up last year, showed flashes. Shout out to him. Donovan Mitchell of the Cavs.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Norman Powell. First time All-Star?
First time.
Dude, I love that for him.
Oh.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey.
I'm clapping. You're not?
Barely.
Dude, my hands hurt. That's why I'm not clapping.
Only
It's
for
purple.
you were clapping for
it's just
Jalen
getting
Johnson.
really sore.
Okay.
And then the last one, maybe a bit surprising.
Uh-huh.
Pascal Siakam of the 13-win Indiana Pacers.
You know how many times the Kings were told like they couldn't have an all-star,
Yeah.
like De'Aaron Fox when he was playing like an all-star because they're not winning.
Uh-huh.
They're not winning. It's bullshit. Come on. Even though right now I'm just seeing this, so like you're like, okay, well then who would you put in? I'd have to do a little bit more homework, but just going off.
I mean, it's just so tough when the Pacers, and it's not to take away, like Siakam's obviously been an all-star in this league before.
Totally.
But when you are last in the East at 13-36,
come on.
Like even Michael Porter Jr. is going, well, I'm 13-35. I can't get some love, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that is a tough one.
Mm-hmm. Just saying. Even with the Bulls, like
How many games has Embiid played this year? Probably not enough to make it.
That's a good point.
I mean, Embiid's averaging 26 a game. He's played in 28 games. It's probably not enough, I guess.
Is that not enough?
That's pretty crazy.
But I mean, how many has Pascal Siakam played?
Yeah, that's a
In,
good
like,
question.
the-
How many games has Siakam played? I'm going to guess he's played like 7 more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a lie. He played way more. He
Okay,
played 47.
wow.
And to be fair,
Double the
Siakam is
games.
averaging 24 a game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 48% shooting. He's shooting 37% from 3. No, it is just wild seeing it on like a last place team.
Literally last. Optics don't look great, but whatever.
Western Conference, we knew the starters, Steph, Luka, SGA, Jokic, and Victor Wembanyama. The Western Conference reserves, Denny Abdia. That's not really a surprise.
No,
He's
deserved.
had a really good year
Fantastic.
this year. Devin Booker.
Good for him.
How about those Suns, huh?
Yeah.
Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, yes, for sure.
KD.
Anthony Edwards,
Duh.
Chet Holmgren.
Cool.
Jamal Murray for the first time. Dude, he deserves it.
Finally.
100%. All the injuries and he's been amazing
Yep.
this year.
Yep.
And then the last one, the streak continues. LeBron James.
There he goes. Just not a starter for the first time ever, right?
But LeBron gets in over Şengün. You got to have LeBron on the team, though. But Şengün's been good, too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with him over Şengün.
Who's some other Western Conference snubs?
Going around. Well, it would have been like Kawhi, right?
Kawhi is the one.
Is he the one?
Yes. Dude,
Is he-
let me look at Kawhi's numbers have been outrageous. And how about the turnaround by the Clippers? I mean, the Clippers were a mess early in the season. Kawhi has played in 34 games,
Okay.
averaging 27 points a game, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 3.5 assists, shooting just under 50%, just under 40% from downtown on 7 attempts, and 93% at the free throw line. Okay, that is one of the biggest snubs, maybe in modern basketball history.
Is he hurt right now?
No, he's playing tonight.
So when that knee thing happened, he got sent home. He can't.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
back.
he's good.
He's back, dude.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then
That's a bad one.
I picked the right one on my first try. Definitely quite well because I remember him just like balling out.
Yeah.
Obviously before the knee, and it's so dominant. It's so fun to watch. It helped elevate the Clippers to another level after starting off the season so shitty. And it was like after the Chris Paul stuff.
Dude,
all
that is
that.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a really bad one.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And looking at the standings, let's see here. The Clippers now are 23 and 25. Can you believe it? 23 and 25.
Crazy. After the way that they started
Yeah.
the season.
So yeah,
I don't
the
think it
Kawhi
happened.
one is really bad and makes you wonder,
What?
dude. What about the ultimate? I mean, if you're in the league conspiracy theories,
Love these.
okay,
But like, don't believe them, but love them.
don't believe them, but kind of do in a way.
Don't believe them, but like deep down, is it real?
So the game is at Intuit Dome in LA.
Uh-huh.
Kawhi Leonard's home.
He sure is.
But there's an investigation into Steve Ballmer,
Ooh.
Kawhi Leonard, and potential benefits that maybe Kawhi Leonard received to sign with the Clippers and re-sign there. And he's having a career year. It's not career year, but one of the best
A great
years
year.
of his career.
Yeah.
Since 6 years ago. He's been healthy and they're winning and he doesn't get the All-Star nod. Bro, that is so suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I mean, is that the punishment? Like, hey, you're not making the All-Star team.
So you think LeBron made it over him possibly to stay away from this chatter?
I mean, if we really want to start getting into NBA All-Star conspiracy theories,
love.
where apparently the All-Star reserves are named by the coaches.
Yes.
Okay. We've never really seen the balloting on that. And maybe did all the coaches decide, you know what, we're freezing Kawhi Leonard out? I just have a hard time thinking that NBA head coaches who choose to sit down and fill out the All-Star ballot are going, Kawhi Leonard, 27, nah. They game plan for this guy, and they're going to go, nah.
Great point.
It's a conspiracy against
You're
him.
totally
And then
getting me on
if you
board.
want to go into the LeBron angle of this all,
More, please.
LeBron James will never not be on the All-Star team. I mean,
Even when he's retired?
they will they will make an honorary thing, just like they did with Dirk and D Wade. Remember that year?
Yes.
They talked about this yesterday on the Amazon post-game show too. I totally forgot about it. But they had that year where they named Dwayne Wade and Dirk on the All-Star team when they weren't All-Stars, but they weren't taking up anybody's spot, whatever.
Yes, that's
LeBron's
what it
always
was.
going to be an All-Star.
Yeah.
And,
Totally.
by the way, you're not going to have an All-Star game in LA and not have LeBron on it, but you can have Kawhi not on it.
That is pretty crazy to see. Interesting too, because as soon as let's see what the chatter is around Kawhi Leonard not making what?
I'm 100% right on this.
Oh, wait, so then it's not a conspiracy.
Well, just because I say it doesn't mean anyone's going to believe me, but I feel very certain about this.
I mean, you're making me believe. These are the fun conspiracy theories.
It's
Other
actually not
ones?
even that fun because it's too obvious.
Oh, come on.
I mean, Morgan.
Well, go back to the list. Go back to the list because every name on there except LeBron would be the only question, right? And it's LeBron James. Last couple of years of his career. Let's see. And thank goodness Jamal Murray didn't get bumped out of there.
Jamal Murray,
Yes.
worth it.
Duh.
Chet, yes. Although, if you really want to say that, let's just look at Chet because hasn't Chet missed time this year too? Kawhi's missed some time. Okay, we get it. Let's see. How many games has Chet played in? Chet has played, he's played in 43 games.
And Kawhi's at 34.
And Chet's defense has been spectacular.
Money.
A really good year.
Ant?
Yes.
Duh. KD?
Yes.
Yes.
Booker
Yes.
and Avdia.
Duh.
Yeah.
So
it came down to LeBron versus Kawhi. That's crazy. I mean, I don't think it's a great look that he does not make the team. Meanwhile, Dylan Brooks is on the phone going, dude, what about me? Dude, Dylan Brooks. I mean, obviously he's not going to be an all-star,
No.
but there was a little bit of a case, no?
No.
Morgan, 21 points a game.
Yeah. What else though?
That's awesome. 21 points a game.
That's all you're
dude.
giving me?
He's on a winning team. He plays defense, shooting 45%, 36% from three.
Okay.
He's had some big games. Had that 40-point game the other day.
There's other players just like him in the league that are doing that, Okay. So he stands out obviously for different reasons. What?
I'm just shaking my head at the Kawhi one.
Okay.
I mean, it's absurd. That
I love that
Kawhi's
you asked me what snubs are there, and that was like the instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be Kawhi.
Dude, that's a bad one. We're going to be at NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Well, to be clear, we're not going to stay for the All-Star game on Sunday.
But we'll
by
be there for
choice.
the weekend.
We're going to be there flying in Thursday. Going to be there for Friday, the All-Star festivity Saturday night, and then leaving Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Watch the game in Sac.
Went to the game last year. Obviously, was not. The
No,
best.
All-Star Saturday night, my first All-Star Saturday night was fun to see it. There were fun moments. The game last year was just dreadful. It was awful. And I just don't know if I want to put myself through that. I'm just have my Sunday off.
Sounds wonderful.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Thank goodness for all of you. And
Dude, you guys are the best.
it's just it makes King season, especially one that's so weird and hard like this, just so much more fun hanging out with people after games and shooting the shit, talking a little bit about the game, but talking about, obviously it being trade deadline week and then some of the NBA All-Star stuff. It's just fun talking hoops with all of you. So
Preach.
thanks for making it worth it.
Well, we appreciate you guys so much. And yes, we will be live if anything goes down, even if it happened in the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe as our chase is on for 23,000 subs. We love you guys, but we got to go.
Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.